Hi guys, Angie Bells, My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I'm coming at you today with, I'm turning these witch legs that I got from Dollar Tree for Halloween. They were two, you got two, oh, they're $1 a piece actually. And you get, so you have to purchase two of them. And you can purchase opposite, the foot goes opposite ways like this. So they were $1 a piece. I probably purchased maybe 8 or 10 of these. I can't remember because I wanted sets. So I wanted at least 4 or 5 sets. So what I wanted to do, and I got this idea from Olivia's Romantic Home, I wanted to turn these into elf feet. And I saw her do something like this, so I did my version. And this is how they turned out. Aren't they adorable, you guys? Oh my gosh. And the reason mine are pink is because I do a pink shabby chic Christmas. The only other thing I might do, and I don't have the fur right now to do it, but I'll probably get, is maybe I might put some white fur right here. How cute would that look? But anyway, I painted these up. I want to show you how I painted these little feet up to make them look like little elf feet. And I'm going to use them, I'm painting up, I think I have, how many do I have right now? 3 or 4. I think I have 4 sets painted up. And I want to put these I want to put them in like an X shape on wreaths. I want to put them around my door. I have like a whole garland going around. Stick them in the garland on the sides. I have a lot of ideas. That's why I'm painting up so many of them. So you guys are going to see these in many different projects. But if your Dollar Tree still has the witch feet, pick those up because you can turn them into elf feet just based on the colors that you paint them. So you can paint these red and green if that's what you do, whatever colors you have. So, okay, so let me show you how I did these. Okay, all right. So you take one of the elf feet. Let me put this one down. Just a second. Oh, first of all, I used a product called Kilz, K-I-L-Z, and I painted the whole thing white, okay? I think I only used 1 coat, because if you can get away with 1 coat, use 1 coat, because then you can see the lines, and what I mean is, like right here, okay, let me use my pencil. Because right here, you can still see the lines with 1 coat. It coats it good enough, and you can see the lines. So you can just draw the lines here for stripes, okay? And I did this with the pencil, just like this, and all the way up. And you can see the stripes, so you can paint the stripes in, okay? So you don't have to eyeball anything. The stripes are still there. You can see through the Kilz. It's K-I-L-Z. You buy it by the gallon or by the quart. You can get it at Walmart, where else? Home Depot or Lowe's. Those are the places I buy them. If you buy them by the gallon, you're looking at about $16, $17. But you can use it instead of gesso, even in your mixed media. You can also buy it by the quart for like $8 or $9, something like that. So it lasts forever. So, and especially if you're going to be doing DIY projects, I would just go ahead and invest in the Kilz. Okay, now at the top, you don't have lines, right? So what I did is I took some painter's tape. And if you don't have painter's tape, you just have regular masking tape. Use that and just take it and maybe put it on your pants a couple times so you don't lift the paint up, so you don't lift the Kilz up, okay? And Kilz is nothing but a wall primer. Again, it's K-I-L-Z, and it's a wall primer. So anyway, you take your painter's tape or your masking tape, go like this, and throw a line in, okay? Take that off. I've already put the lines in. Again, and go like this. So you get these nice stripes. So this is continuing on, like this is part of the leg. Like, this is part of the boot, or this is the boot, and then this is the leg, like the sock, and this is still the sock going up. That's how I'm considering it. So we got the boot right here, and then we got the socks, and then we still have the socks continuing up this little piece right here, the little stake. Because you could stake these into the ground, but we're not using them like that. Okay, so then you do that all the way up. So I did the lines already all the way up with my painter's tape. Okay, So now let's do the painting, the exciting part. Okay, so let's do the stripes first. Okay, so I have two things to paint here, and I'll let you know which ones I'm using. This one for the stripes, we're going to use Pink Blast, and it's Craft Smart. You get this at Michael's, but that's the color I'm using. So if you go to Walmart and you get it from Walmart, that's about the color I'm using. Okay, that kind of pink. And then this is from Walmart, Apple Barrel, and it's a color called Cameo Pink. It's a real light pastel-y pink, and that's what I'm going to do the boots with. Okay? All right. So let's start with the stripes. And let me just see where I'm at. Okay. I'm just making sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, let me take a seat. Let me see if I go like this, if you guys can still see. I gotta arrange myself so that I can paint, but arrange myself also so that you guys can see everything. So let me just make sure. Okay, very good. So I'm going to start with the first stripe right here. And I like to choose a brush most of the time when I do work like this that has a point on it, okay? Because then you can just really cover, you can cover a nice amount of area, but you can also get, because it has a point on it, you can go right up to that line and get a nice crisp edge like that. Okay. If you want this exact brush, I got this from Hobby Lobby. They're like mermaid brushes. They come in like this and they come like this. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And they work so beautifully. They're great for watercolor. They're great for acrylics. They're in not the fine artist section, but just the craft paint section. They're there. And they come, you can get like a pack of like 6 different shapes or sizes, I should say. Like 6 or 7, well, maybe like 8. 8 brushes come, and it's like $10. You can use a coupon, a 40% coupon. Or you can get a pack of like 4 or 5 for like $5, and you can use a coupon. So I would just go every week, like 3 times a week, and kept buying them until I have a nice collection. And I kept using my coupons. Because they don't go on sale. They don't seem to anyway. One girl got them on clearance though, and I'm like, okay, my store never clearance those brushes. Okay, so we're doing every other one because we're creating stripes. You want to create pink and white stripes. So that's why we're doing every other one. You guys, this is like painting the Mackenzie checks. It's just so relaxing. I love it. Just painting. It's just so nice. And I will be throwing highlights. I don't know if you noticed that on the other one. I'll be throwing highlights on these, on all of this, on the stripes, and we'll be using a gold pen that you get at Dollar Tree, which I'll show you, and you have to get this pen at Dollar Tree. This gold pen is everything. I bought a couple. When I see more, I'm just going to stock, because the gold pen from Dollar Tree, in the crafter section, here it is. This pen is everything, you guys. Let's see, there we go. This gold pen right here. This gold pen is ridiculous. You're going to see it, how nicely it writes. If you were to buy a pen like that, just a single pen like that at Michael's, it would cost you probably like $5 or $6. For how nice, how the gold is just really, really, it's just nice. It writes really smooth. Even on this wood, it covers and writes really smooth, and the gold is really, really pretty. It's amazing. I'm just making sure you can still see me. And I'm sorry I'm not getting closer up on this, but this elf leg, which was originally a witch's leg, is really long. So to keep everything in frame, I have to I can't get super close up. So hopefully this is close enough. At least you're going to get the idea of what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so I got the stripes there. Now let's continue up the leg. This is the leg here. Up, and this is like a sock. So this is the boot here. This is still a sock, and then the leg gets skinnier. It's an elf leg. And the sock continues up. Okay? And let me see where we're at now. Okay, perfect. You can see all the way up now that we brought this back. Now, on this part, okay, on this wood part here, this covers really good with one coat. On here, it's not covering with one coat so well. So I do, after this dries, I do 2 coats of this pink on the skinnier part of the leg. Because it needs 2 coats. But I let it dry and then I go back. We won't be doing 2 coats on camera. I have another leg that that's been painted up, and then I'll show you. That's been painted up twice on this, and everything's been done. And then we will do the highlighting and the gold on another leg that's already done. Okay. And do you have to be perfect about this? Nope. We're going to create some inclusions, so with the white highlights and stuff like that. So just like when if you've ever watched me do the Mackenzie child checks, how we add inclusions. So you don't have to be stressed out if this needs to be perfect or not. You don't have to be perfect. You want it to look hand painted. Okay, so that's all done. So let's bring this back down. So you see that. Now on this part here is where you do the second coat once it dries. But we won't do that on camera. Now the boot down here needs to do the needs to be a light pink. So let me make sure I'm in frame for that. And I'll have some pictures at the end with them fully standing up so you can see what they look like. Like I always do. I usually put pictures at the end. My editing software that I have on my camera, I want to have some Christmas music now that I'm doing Christmas crafts, and they don't have any Christmas music on there yet. I'm like, okay, when are you guys going to do the Christmas? I probably have to pay for the Christmas music. You know, everything is. If you pay, you'll get it. Okay, so now I'm going to use that lighter pink. Is it cameo? Yeah, that pretty cameo pink for the boot. Got a lot of paint on there. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to go a little finer right now, right up against that a bit darker pink. So it's kind of like a cameo, like a pretty pastel-y pink up against a like Barbie pink, which I love both. I love a pretty pastel-y, light blushy pink, and then I love a Barbie pink. So look how fast I'm going. This happens very, very quickly. So if you want to do like, you know, 6 or 8 of these legs like I'm doing, you can go pretty quick. Okay, so here we go. So we have the leg, the bottom of the leg here, and then the sock, and then the sock continuing up the leg. Cool, huh? Easy, easy, easy. Okay, so here, let me go put this down because this is wet, it needs to dry. I'm going to bring back one that's dried that we finished at this point, and we'll finish this up. Okay, so here's one. Then I went ahead on this part and did 2 coats on this part. Only did 1 coat on this because that's all I needed to do, and everything's dried. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to take this pen, this metallic marker, this metallic gold marker. That's what it looks like. Get this in the crafter section at Dollar Tree. You guys, I'm telling you, this is the best gold pen I've ever used. It's $1. So get this in your life. That's what it looks like. I'm trying to see what the brand is. Forever in Time. That's what I thought. These are those Forever in Time. You can't even see it because it's too small. But that's what it looks like. But it's Forever in Time gold pen. Okay. So, you can use whatever gold pen you have. If you don't have a Forever in Time, of course, you can use whatever pen you have. But I'm just saying, if you can, and yet Dollar Tree, pick this one up. It's phenomenal. Okay. Here we go. So, I'm going to take this, and it just works so good on wood. It's amazing how nice it is on wood. I thought, is the wood going to be too tough on the pen, and is it going to, like, you know, mess up my pen and make it stop working? No. Okay. It works beautifully on this wood. Oh, I also at the top of here want to just go across like this and then down like that. Look how quick and easy this is. Isn't this just so simple? The lines are basically there for you to draw it, and if they're not, you just use the painter's tape when it comes to doing the lines here. I think I'm also going to do a McKinsey black and white check. Like do the black and white check on the boots, and then do stripes on this for the socks. So you'll probably see me come back with another video doing that. Because I'm adding, oh man, that's fine. See what happened is I got my arm on it and the marker wasn't dry, so it smeared a little bit. The gold did, but like I said, with the Mackenzie Childs type of style, which this is kind of a Mackenzie Childs type of style, you put inclusions in anyway. So if I have some gold smudges in the white, I'm good with that. In fact, let's just put a few more. Let's put a few more smudges in the gold. Okay. So then it'll look like we meant to do it. Okay, and it just adds some highlights into the gold. And if you do it right away, it smears really good, which I just discovered on my arm. So perfect. I love that. Okay, so there's some ways to make some inclusions. All right, we need to make more. Okay, oh, we need to go back down to the buckle right here. All right, it's hard for you to see, but once you're close up and you're doing it yourself, you're going to still see the outline of the buckle, the original buckle that was here. So you just follow that with your gold pen. I know it's hard to see on camera, but the shape of the buckle is still here. Just like the stripes were still on this part. So just follow that around. So that's why it looks so easy for me to do it, because I'm just following the lines that were already there. Now, I did fill it in, like here, and then I outlined it in black on one of them, and it actually, I think you guys, once I get done, you'll see it. It looks better just doing it like this, in my opinion. But if you want, you could totally color it in gold. You could outline it in black. but I found it better to just do it this way. Okay, I'm just going to throw in a little bit of this gold and smear it a little bit. Okay, it's not smearing as much on this right here, but that's fine. Just put some little inclusions in here. Okay, so that it matches the inclusions on the white there. Okay, now we want to throw some white highlights on, and I wanted to take and throw some white highlights on this. So an easy way of doing it is to take some white acrylic paint, just the cheapy Apple Barrel acrylic white paint. Hopefully I just a second, my stupid lid is, of course, all clogged up. Okay, take some cheapy white acrylic paint, take a baby wipe, which I'm getting out right now. Whenever you use a baby wipe, a wet baby wipe, or a wet paper towel, it smears, okay? And smearing is great when you want to like create like a haze or a highlight on something. So let me show you what I mean. So we'll do it on the boot first. Let's bring that. Okay, so take your baby wipe. There we go. Where are we? Dab it on the plate there. And then smear a bunch of it off. You don't want a ton of the white paint on here. And then you just go like this. And just rub some white paint on it. Going all the way across. And this gives like a white smoky haze. It gives it like some highlights. It softens the look up. It looks like the light is dancing, you know, off of the boot. I love it. Let's throw some more white right into here. And with the baby wipe, it smears it so it blends it out really nice. Okay, so that looks really good. Then let's do some more white highlights with our brush. Okay, so we're going to load the brush up with some paint, not a whole lot, and then just throw some little highlights here and there, like that here. And then let's throw some highlights on the sock area here. Let me sit down and do this. Okay. And do a real light touch so you just get little highlights. Just throw the highlights here and there like this. Okay, let's just throw some right like that. And let's throw one across here, and then I'll throw one here and one there. There we go. So I'm gonna bring this up real close. Let me just put my brush away. I'm gonna bring this up close so you can see how it turned out. And I think I did everything. Yeah, I sure did. Okay, so here we go. And there's the boot. Isn't that cool, you guys? So, I hope, because when I did my Dollar Tree haul, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had said to pick up, if you wanted to make these witches' legs into elf legs, to pick some of these up. And they might still have some at Dollar Tree. They still have a little bit of Halloween stuff left. So if you do find these, in the Halloween section, pick those up so that you can do some elf legs if you want. And then, like I said, I'm going to be showing you all kinds of fun things to do with these legs. There we go. Excuse me. I'm showing you all kind of fun things to do with these elf legs. Like I said, I'm going to put some in wreaths in like a cross section like that. I'm going to stick some in the greenery going around my door. I have a ladder, and I decorate the ladder for the seasons. And on the sides, I'm going to put some elf legs there. So, yeah. I'm excited for these. And I'm going to come back and show you how I do the black and white checkered ones and make them a Mackenzie Childs black and white check one. I think the boots will be black and white check, and then it'll be black and white stripes all the way up the leg. But I'll come back and I'll show you guys that. Okay, you guys, that's it for this one. I hope you guys like this. I hope you've been inspired. Let me know if you like this and you think you're going to do this. Make yourself some elf legs. Alright, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, guys, do something nice for someone today. And remember, my friends, we have more in common than we don't. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Happy holidays!